Introduce us, the two of us. This is Dennis, this is my son, this is Herman Beverdam. My father had pigeons, my grandfather had pigeons, and we go back to the 1920s when my grandfather also started with the pigeons at that time. Because of everybody in Europe, we had to stop with pigeons. My grandfather and my father stopped with pigeons because of the war. All the birds had to go off, and then after the war, it was me as a little kid that came home with a pigeon, not a racing pigeon, a show pigeon, something weird, you know. And then my father said to me, "You like pigeons?" "Yes." I said, "Okay, we're going to do pigeons." So he started back calling old friends, and we went to very famous flyers in Holland, Staf Duzerduin, Maurice Delbar, the old strains, you know, at that time. We went there. I was a little boy, I was looking at those birds. We also started visiting Jansen Brothers. That was more or less in the 70s, and we were buying pigeons from them, and the success was evident, and we crossed them with the Delbars, and it was a big success with those pigeons. Okay, and from there on, we at that time also, when we were living in the next door town, Rijssen, my father was a butcher. You can see it, still inherited his white coat, but it's also good for the pigeons because they recognize you. And for the dust, you don't see all the dust. So when I moved here to enter, my parents died very young, and I was going on my own, and when I married my wife, we started with pigeons, we went on with pigeons here in Enter, and we were also, from the moment go, we were doing very well. I was champion in this part of the Netherlands for many years. Whether it was sprint, middle distance or long distance, doesn't matter. Because we had to fly a whole program. And we were good at it. Also in that time, we were selling pigeons to Germany. A man that bought pigeons here was Günther Pranger, just to call a name. His famous pigeon was bred out of birds from ours in third generation or second generation, doesn't matter. But basically, also those birds came from here. Many big names in the pigeon sport in Germany came from here. Then the next step was when a friend visited me from England, John Pratt. He wanted to start to raise all birds in England. We did. He bought the pigeons. I went there to tell him how to raise the pigeons. And nobody could fly against him. And it was an incredible boost. More people wanted our pigeons at that time. And from one came the other. United States, China. Well, at the moment, our birds are going all over the world, although it's a little bit difficult now with shipping. People want the pigeons, but we have the problem, and that's general in Europe, to get the pigeons to the destination because of the famous so-called bird flu that keeps us from sending the pigeons. Okay, when we moved here, it was because for breeding, that's the farm, because where I lived in the town, it was too small to keep many pigeons because other neighbors would be starting complaining or whatever. So we had our breeders here. And when Dennis joined me, he has a job, and it was in 2011, something like that, that he says to me, the work that I'm doing is not that good or that good. I don't like too much, and I would love to go on also with pigeons. And because we were traveling before, we were traveling all over the world together and meeting all my friends, and it was just a great thing to do so. And so we did. And then I said to Dennis, the only thing now you're joining, we go to Jansen Brothers. Well, we always had pigeons from Jansen Brothers, but I said, let's go to Jansen Brothers because Louis is old and we want to buy pigeons. We bought at Jansen's in 2011 17 pigeons, which we could pick, hand-picked ourselves, and could say, okay, we want from that pair, and if it's ready, we are going to get it. And if it wasn't to our standards, we said, okay, no problem. Louis says we can sell it to somebody else. Yeah. Okay, so those birds are the basic birds here in our lofts, the Jansen pigeons. And then, of course, we're talking about the Muleman's pigeons. They were as super as ever. And we started to build our lofts here. I was also racing at the other address, but in 2013, I decided to quit there, and we built another loft on there. You know, and then it's more or less developed in our full set of racing lofts that we can use well, we have a big choice now, big choice of pigeons and good lofts that can really do well in this area, and well, that's the main thing. We are in there for the fun. If you're here on the Saturday and you sit here and you see the birds come, that's the joy that you get. The next thing that comes onto it is, of course, that people want your pigeons, and that's the commercial side of it. But that's also good, because we will try to look after our clients. If they are bad luck with the pigeons, we will replace them. If pigeon dies or whatever, it can be in the United States or whatever, we will replace the pigeon for him. We said, okay, it's not, you know, that we need the last out of it, you know. So, well, this is more what I can tell. I think, you know, what we have here and what we do here. Later on, I will give you and show you some of our main breeders, main strains of pigeons that we have here. And if it's of interest, I mean, my friends in Poland will do auctions with them, and we will try to send birds that will do well for you in Poland. Yeah. This is our young bird loft. We put the youngsters in there somewhere in January. Yes, and it's two sections. These are the entries of the lofts. These are normally that we can let the birds out, and some of the pigeons, if they come late, you know, they also can enter here, and then you don't have to open the loft. Yeah. It looks like inside is like this. It's the system that we've seen in China with our friends. They were raising young birds on this system. On this side we have the females, and the males are on the other side. There's two sections. Yeah. And this way we can raise them on widowhood. Yes. Now, next loft is for our females, but it's now how can I say? It's not the females in here yet. There's some pigeons that have to go, that are ordered, and these are later breds from our best breeders, so we can store them and let them have a good mold. It looks inside like this.
Just simple, huh? Simple.
This is for the females, so they can have a seats and so they don't pair up. But these are waiting for transportation.
You can see on top the heater. You can see we like in April.
April is cold.
It can still be moist and damp, and then we can use the heater for drying the lofts a little bit more.
Next loft is the for the old widowers, for the old birds, and we can settle them in easy, and they are how can I say now feeding some youngsters after the racing season. Some have their own, and some have eggs from the breeders that we have in the other lofts. This is the inside. These are the nest boxes. They come from Kipshagen, from Germany.
Yeah.
Multiple purpose, but now we well, this we use for racing or cocks or widowers, and like I said, the hens are then next door.
But
that loft up there, the second loft is identical to this one. It you can have 36 males in here and race them. Yeah. Come on, boys. Come on. This is what stood the test, but still in there. The other birds that are not good enough, they don't survive. Sorry for them, but that's the way it is. You won't find them in auctions. As you say, these are some of our NPO national. It is in our section because national we don't fly, but this is the section number 9. And then this pigeon Moriarty, that's a result in 2016. He was number 1. This is Dinah. This is a super hen. She was also the fastest pigeon, and you can see we also are racing against people that are living much shorter. This is also a hard race, 1200 meters. Iron Ace, he's also one of our best birds. 17 he was racing. He was just in first NPO, but he's also in the national results in 2016 as ace pigeon. This is a little bit older again, but this is Trojan. He was the second national NPO Troyes, and also number 4 national ace pigeon of the Netherlands 2 years later. This is his photo when he was fourth national WHZB. At the moment, one of our best breeders. He is a Janssen Geerings. Asterix is one of the foundation cocks. He also won a first national NPO Sourdin, 8,000 birds, in the loft of Joe and Florian Hendricks. Is their ace breeder, and also for us. Here we go. It's also pigeons. Red Rum, he's in China. He's out of the Janssens. Now you can see also out of the direct Janssens, the last ones, and he can also perform third ace pigeon in this section of 14,000 birds, and also 24th national of Neonese. Dynamo is also in China. This is more recent.
This is a nice. We also send birds to one love races.
Yeah.
You can see this one.
This was
the third final.
Third final Algarve, and also the third ace pigeon, and he's also in China now. Terminator is also in China, because my friends in China, they are just waiting for a national win, or an NPO, first NPO, and they want the pigeon. Sometimes it's hard to say no, it's He's still with us racing, but now this year will be retired. What's more here interesting? People ranking. But these are also some recent results.
Yeah.
Well, recent 2019. She was 5th national on 400 kilometer, but she also had to move to China because she was the first child out of the brother Cameron, and the Cameron of Luc Sioen won 2 first nationals in 2019, and this is bred out of the brother, and oh, you could not hold it. The people wanted that pigeon. She's still here, and she's breeding for us very, very well. Belladonna. We have the first pigeon in the One Love race in Germany, German Classic last weekend of this week, is a daughter from Belladonna, with the son Nairo of Luc Sioen. Okay. Cups, many.
Yeah.
And well,
we like to. We are not really looking for a championship, because we like to
win the race.
To win a race, not to win a championship
Averages.
on the averages, because that is
for us. It's not important. For us, it's not important because we like to send the pigeons and select through performance. Yes, and sometimes we have pigeons that are just not good enough, but we want to test them, and if they're not good enough, they're not staying. You know, that is the problem. But that's why we send more birds than average, and we have an average championship. You will never be able to win the average championship. However, I can show you now with the young birds now. This we call it grootmeester, you know, master breeder or something like that. Yeah. With the young birds, we are performing extremely well. And they in the first 10% you need to have the number of birds that you need to clock. And now 3 races on the trot in our federation, we are the grand masters of something like that. For me, not important. But we win the race, first and second, the first 7, first, second, and many pigeons in the first 10. That's what we like. I mean, we want to win races and be in the top. The ones on the end of the list,
nobody looks.
A lot of people look and people say, oh, it's got so many prizes. Yeah. But if you have number 4,000 out of 12,000 pigeons,
nobody interested anymore.
For me, not interesting. I mean, if he doesn't come up in the next few weeks, he's not staying. You know, for me, those are not prizes. Yeah. We've seen it also. For instance, in Belgium, if you have a national championship, it is won by the first, second or third nominated pigeon. You have to say this pigeon comes in front. Yeah. And sometimes, I mean, I've seen championships, it was a long time ago. And a long time ago, now it's a little bit different, but still it's the same thing. But there's a man that had clocked all the nominated pigeons in the long distance races. And his best prize was 1,500. Yeah. You know, out of 5,000 or 6,000 birds. Yeah. And I think, well, if you win a championship like that, then it's for me it's useless.
No,
yeah. Because I don't want to wait and get 20 phone calls and say I got a pigeon, 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 and I haven't got a pigeon.
No. Only the nominated ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is direct from Janssen Brothers, bred in 2011, so he's now 11 years old. Those were the last pigeons bred while Louis was alive. You see he's in his box. That means this year he did not rear youngsters. Yes, eggs move, and then you can breed quite a few pigeons from him. He's an exceptional pigeon. It's the son of the September man, and you can see Belge 11, 6'2", 19366. Louis. Original, one of the last alive and breeding in Europe. Special pigeon. This is his full brother. This we call him Charlie. Charlie was my friend at Jansen Brothers for a long time, and if Charles said, "Take that pigeon," that is a good one. I said I would take it. And this is also a reason. Oh, sorry, he broke one of his flights, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't have to go and win races. He has to breed. A bit of the Jansen system, the breeding system, they like to breed third generation matings. That means if you have two brothers, a child from one of the brothers you can pair back to the other brother. So it's uncle to cousin or niece or whatever. Yeah. So in that system we followed also here in our loft with the Jansen Brothers pigeons since we had them in the 1970s. We had a brother of 019, we had a half brother of the Mercs and half sister of the Mercs, all the super pigeons from Jansen Brothers. And these are, yeah, it's a pity. I don't know how long he will last. He is now 11 years, but looks like a young man. Here's this ring number, 634-1638, Charlie. One of the last Mohicans.
Yeah.
He's wonderful handling, nice, full and round, hasn't lost anything. Oh, well, let's hope he goes on. This is the son of the gladiator of Geerings. Good that we have a movie now from him. It's typical, his father, the look-alike of his father. Super wings on him. This is what he has, also good back and good balance. Strong, long pigeon. Father and grandfather of many super pigeons. Not only here in Europe, but also in worldwide. It goes from China, Taiwan, and also in the United States and Canada. 6342748. This good guy is now 12 years old. But like his father, I hope he will last a few more years because he's looking really good, handles fantastic. Yeah. Okay, this is the son of, out of the son of the gladiator, identical. His mother is a daughter of the Wittekop Sylvester. It's like his father, it's more or less, yeah, a duplicate. He's been feeding and rearing pigeons all year, and now it's been separated. See, typical. A lot of people don't like it. I don't care. He is some 17, I think.
Yeah.
No, I think he's 17. Oh, I can't even read the red now. We have many children from him in our breeding loft. This year we didn't put any in our race team because he has proven everything, and so we had a lot of birds ordered from the son of gladiator. So said okay, we need children from the next generation, and that's it. Yeah, super pigeon. This is a pigeon from Jos Verkammen and Jos and Lars Verkammen. It's from the Mustang bloodline. The pedigree by heart I don't know that much, but I think he is bred from the brother of the Mustang. Brother Mustang. Kijk de ring nou even naar. That's ring number 6331413. 413 is the last one.
430.
Yeah, 430. Dennis is looking how he's bred. He's also one of the better breeders that we have from Lars and.
From Instant Dodge Junior, eh?
Yeah, Dodge.
Yeah,
Dodge.
Dodge.
Dodge. This is the pedigree.
Yeah, you can see.
If you want to see on that.
It's direct for common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have, of course, the original pedigree, but this is how it's in the computer.
Yeah.
Give you everything.
Yeah.
Dodge is brother of the Mustang. Also good piece.
Yeah.
This is also from Jos and Lars Verkammen. This is daughter of Dolly. I think in the auction now at Pipa, there's also from a daughter Dolly is one of his best racing pigeons last season. So she is auntie of one of the best pigeons at the moment at the loft of Jos Verkammen. And she's a real beauty. Lovely hen. Nearly finished. Early bred. And now ready. Very tight in the fence. I like that too. Ja. Zal ik hem even kijken, ringnummer. Wat is de laatste?
264.
264. Dolly.
Dolly's girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dolly's girl. Okay.
Massa Wouters. It's good balance. It's not like it's top heavy or it's.
His father is a son of Extreme, and mother Dolly is from Mambo. Mambo is also mother of oh no, super pigeons in his loft. We have direct children from Mambo here too.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, mooi.
Okay, this is bred by Geerings. This is the full brother of Queen James, the ace pigeon. He is not that big, but he is a fantastic producer. Actually, one of the highest priced birds that we have from Geerings here in our loft. Yeah. He's now feeding two youngsters, the last ones for this season. He's bred in 18, 602 4038. And that's the pedigree.
Yeah, that's the pedigree. But this is more the classic, the classic lines from Geerings, eh? Van die ijzeren.
Rapido,
yeah.
And Blue IJzeren.
Yeah, this is.
And then the Willeke from Iron Lady, you know, and that bloodline from them, and those are also extremely good pigeons for us.
Yeah. Ja, dat is mooi beest.
Oh yeah, the eye is special.
Eye is special, eh? I can show you in the golden eye, eh? Yes, really very good balance. Yeah. Yeah.
Ja, ze
Voor
twee jongen tevoren.
yeah, it's still good.
He's ready. He's finished now.
You can.
He took his hen away.
Yeah.
And he's now two youngsters in the nest. These are the bags. You know, this is the light mix. Yeah, the depurative. Then we use this bag from Versede. It's Versede. It's master exclusive, we call it. And then this one, Master Black.
Black label.
Black label.
So. But you can use without the black mice. That is,
doesn't
you can
really
use, but it should be light, not the heavy stuff.
No, not too heavy food. No. And this is the energy, they call it. Energy.
Energy. That's for a longer distance.
If you go to a longer distance.
Yeah.
And that's all there is, more or less.
Yeah, it's not that special. Pigeons should be free of ornithoses and all that basic health should be fine. And
well, that's what we do. And of course, we use products from Tolisan and from many and then for respiratory, and also from Dr. Peters.
Yeah.
And but they all the fanciers know this. But this is this is what we do. And if the birds come home from the race, we give them the
BS.
No, BS. Not all the time. BS from the weird, and the come on, what's it? Electrolytes.
Oh.
From also from the weird.
Belgasol.
Yeah, but if it's hot weather, yeah.
On a hot day, yes. And I think we do it. Normally we do it all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's just better recovery.
Recovery.
Yeah.
Nou ja, and at the start of the season, then we like to train the youngsters, but that is normal, eh?
Yeah.
To get them used to the container, to the transporter. But during the week, we not like.
Sometimes when the season is not really on the go, then we train also twice a week from 30-40 kilometers.
Not far.
Well, once we separate the birds, we don't train no more. They train enough, and then they really fly very well around the lofts, you know. Or sometimes you don't see them for half hour or something like that, or even longer. So, and then you know that they're fit. And then if they're fit, don't do anything else. Stick to it what you're doing.
Yeah.
This is a real nice mix for the youngsters. Gonna get that tomorrow.